Hey guys, so I decided to do a Q&A for my gallbladder stones because I know a lot of people have questions. Although I didn't get asked very many questions, I went and took the most common questions that are asked. Sorry if I look down, I have a paper with my questions. So first question is, well, what is gallbladder stones? Gallbladder stones are stones that are in your gallbladder, obviously, which your gallbladder is connected to your liver. And example, this might sound a little gross, but when you throw up, you have a sort of yellow liquid that comes out. In French, I'm not sure of the terms in English, but it's bill. I think it might be the same in English, but I'm not so sure. Your gallbladder is what produces that, and it stores it. So when you digest, like especially fatty foods, it helps you digest better. When you have gallbladder stones, your gallbladder has stones in it, obviously. I'll post a picture right here. Causes of it, some people just get it. There's not a real cause for it. Like me, it was due to my pregnancy and giving birth. I even had gallbladder stones before when I was pregnant, but I didn't really realize it because when you're having these attacks, they're very, very painful, but I considered them as contractions because it's my first pregnancy. I had no idea what to expect, so I believed that it was that. But when I gave birth, obviously, yes, you may have some sort of contractions, but when you actually experience the real contractions, you finally realize they're not contractions. They hurt 10 times worse, and I can say my contractions, I could have had 10 of them compared to my attacks from my gallbladder stones. Is there something you can do to prevent your attacks? Yes and no. Sometimes some people, they have attacks and it just happens. Some people, it's when they eat fatty foods. It depends on you. Me, honestly, I would get them just at random. Even if I ate fatty foods, it didn't necessarily mean I was going to have attacks. I never knew when I was going to have an attack. Third question. Symptom of gallbladder stones. Gallbladder stones, like I said, you get attacks that hurt and are really, really painful. It's a really pinching feeling. Let's just say you feel like you're out of breath. It's especially near your rib cage, underneath your rib cage. It's hard to describe the pain, but it's very, very painful. If you start feeling pain underneath your rib cage and you're out of breath, or you throw up because you're so much in pain and the pain just won't go away, whatever you do, you might have gallbladder stones. The only way that it's going to go away is if you get your gallbladder removed. Unfortunately, you can help try and prevent them, like I said, by not eating fatty foods. Mine gallbladder stones were really, really small. It was very dangerous because they could go through my body and they could escape from the gallbladder. So it's very important that you get it removed. The operation. So the operation is a process where you are put to sleep, and the operation is an hour and a half. You have three incisions, 2 on your side, 1 at the top, and you have 1 on your belly button. So actually 4 incisions. You have a camera put in your belly button, and they normally take the gallbladder out through one of the holes that they will do. The 2 on the side are really, really small incisions, and the one at the top is a little bit larger, but it's quite small anyways. And then your belly button is the biggest incision that they do. So they pass the camera through, and then they will use their instruments on your sides and at the top to take it out, and well, I'll insert a picture. After the operation, I will say they say it takes about 2 weeks to heal, depending on the person. Like me, after 2 weeks, you don't feel as much pain. There's certain rules after the operation. You are not supposed to be lifting anything over 15 pounds, and they say to bed rest, so obviously you can't work. Me, since I'm on maternity leave, well, I didn't have to work, but I couldn't even lift my son. My son is only 2 months and he weighs almost 17 pounds, so he's a big baby, and I had to have my boyfriend take off for 2 weeks so that he could help me out because I could not lift him, and I was in a lot of pain. Can you breastfeed after your operation? I couldn't breastfeed 24 hours after my operation because they put me to sleep with medicine. They did not take a gas mask. So I couldn't breastfeed for 24 hours, and if I was taking morphine for the pain, I could also not breastfeed. So I only took Tylenol. When I got home, I only took Tylenol. I wanted to breastfeed. During that 24-hour, it was really important that I would pump, because stopping 24 hours breastfeeding can stop your milk production. So it's very important that you pump. I just wanted to say sorry for the lighting change. My phone had no more room, so I had to delete some videos and delete some pictures to make space to continue my video. So the next question is, what happens when you remove your gallbladder? You don't have some like place where they store your bills, so sometimes digesting for some people might be difficult. But apart from that, you can obviously live without it. Is it a risky operation? It's a very common operation, so not really risky, but every operation has its risks. I couldn't tell you exactly what the risks are because I wasn't told what the risks were, but obviously it's not very risky because it's small incisions, and like I said, it's a very common operation, so most of the times the surgeon knows what he's doing. The last question is, how long does it take to heal? I think I mentioned this earlier. It takes about 2 weeks to heal. They say 14 days before you can even take a bath, go in a spa, go swimming, or stuff like that, because obviously your sores have to heal. I'll show you at the end of this video how it healed. It still has some healing to do, but it takes about two-ish weeks for it to heal, or for you to be able to actually do something. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was helpful for some people. This is my experience of getting my gallbladder removed, and I will show you a picture of my healing right after this video. So thanks for watching.